Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstudios.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the Nokia Asha 502 dual SIM phone. Nokia Asha 502 dual SIM phone is the latest launch device. It has been recently launched at Nokia World at Abu Dhabi, and we did a hands-on review of this phone over there. And this device, when it comes to comparing it with Nokia Asha 501, has been enhanced to an extent, and also it has been extended both in terms of the build quality, the kind of hardware which we see on this device as well is again the same almost, but in terms of build quality and in terms of the overall look and feel, it has been changed. On the software aspect as well, it has been changed to a level. When we talk about this phone, as far as the box is concerned, the box remains the same, and again this phone comes in all these colors: the red, yellow, gray, blue and white as well. Now before I talk about the other specifications of this device, let's unbox it. And once we open the package, the first thing which we have in the device package is the device itself. And here we have the Nokia Asha 502 device. This device looks very good in terms of the overall look and feel, and the build quality is also kind of premium, I would say. When it comes to the changes which I can notice over here in this one and the Nokia Asha 501, so 502 is actually an upgrade over that. In terms of build quality, it is an upgrade because we used to had the matte finish back cover on the Nokia Asha 501, whereas this one has a kind of a casing over the matte finish back cover. So you have a matte finish back cover, the plastic back cover inside, and you have a very transparent glass kind of a casing, which is actually very good quality plastic which they have used. But again, this will get the fingerprints and scratches quite easily. As far as the ports and connectivity is concerned, you have the power and sleep key over here, the volume rocker over here, and then on the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack. Here you have the micro USB port for charging, and when it comes to backside, you have a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash, and here you have the Nokia branding. Looks pretty nice. You have the loudspeaker over here, unlike the kind of a button which was there on the Nokia Asha 501, whereas this one has a loudspeaker over here at the backside. Looks pretty good. On the front, if we take a look, we have the nice earpiece over here, the Nokia branding, and here we have the touch capacitor button, which is replaced from a physical button on the Nokia Asha 501. So we will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package apart from the device. So we have got a Nokia Asha 502 dual SIM user guide. We have got a charger, a micro USB charger which comes within the package, and then you get the red colored headphones. And again, the headphones will be red color irrespective of whatever color you actually buy for the Nokia Asha series phone. The overall sound quality which you will get from these headphones is going to be decent. Again, the bass levels are not going to be too great, but trebles is pretty okay, and the clarity of the sound which you will get from these headphones is definitely better as compared to the other budget segment Android phones, with which the kind of headphones you actually get are very bad in terms of the sound quality, whereas these one are actually better. And you also have a module over here with a mic with a button to actually pick the call, so you can pick the call as well. Okay, you cannot pick the call, I guess. Again, there is no button on this particular module, but you can pick the call from the phone and then answer the call through the microphone which is there on this particular module, although there is no button on these headphones with which you can actually pick that call. So these are all the contents of the package. So let's take a look over the device now, which is the Nokia Asha 502. Here we have the Nokia Asha 502. This phone is pretty good in terms of the overall form factor, as it is a very small candy bar phone, so you can easily hold this device in one hand. The weight of the phone is around 100 grams, which is again fairly light. You can easily hold this phone in one hand, and it is kind of portable as well. You can carry it around. It is not too much as well in terms of the thickness. The exact thickness of this particular phone is around 11.1 millimeter, which is again pretty good. So it is not very thick phone. That is something which we can say. As far as the display is concerned, the display is TFT capacitive touchscreen display. So again, the viewing angles are not going to be too great on this display. That is something which we can tell you in advance. So don't expect much colors or much better viewing angles on this display, because it is a TFT display, not an IPS LCD display. Again, you can't expect much on this budget phone. When it comes to the resolution of the display is 240 into 320 spread over 3-inch of display. So this device has 3-inch of display as compared to the 2.8-inch display which we have seen on Nokia Asha 500. And again, when it comes to the pixel density, you get around 133 pixels per inch on this display. When we talk about the other things, you do have MP3 ringtone supported on this device. When it comes to the internal storage on this device is going to be 64 MB, and again, out of which how much of that is actually available, we will just tell you. You do have support for micro SD memory card, and you also get 4 GB micro SD memory card onto this device, which will come pre-installed. As far as the MRP of this particular device is concerned, we have the box with us, and taking a look over the MRP of the device is 6889, and again, this device is available for a price of around 6,000 rupees in the market, which is again fairly good for a device like this. Now, to remove the back cover, you just need to slide it from the corners so that you can remove the back cover, and you do have a primary microphone over here. However, there is no secondary mic on this device for noise cancellation or video chat. And again, in order to remove the back cover, you need to pull it from the edges. You might need your nails to actually pull it out, and you can actually pull it from the camera department. You can actually press it from here so that it comes out and the back cover can be removed. Let me just remove the same. So once you remove the back cover, you can see that we have the battery over here. The battery on this device is a 1010 mAh battery. So it is a smaller battery as compared to the Nokia Asha 500. And when it comes to the slot over here for the SIM card, the SIM card slot 1 is over here, whereas the SIM card slot 2 is over here, and both of these will accept the micro SIM, not the normal size SIM card. You have a micro SD card slot over here to expand the storage of the device, and there is a micro SD memory card pre-installed on the device, which is of 4 GB, which will come pre-installed. So you have this micro SD memory card on this device pre-installed, so you will not face any kind of storage problem, at least on this device. Look over the SIM card support. You can see you have the indication of the signal for the SIM card 1 and SIM card 2, and once you open this phone, in terms of the overall lock screen and the UI is again kind of same which we have seen on the Nokia Asha series, the Nokia Asha 501. It has almost got the same UI. You have the fast lane over here, which will again give you access to all the recent application which we have opened on this phone, and here you have the home screen, and again the lock screen and home screen can have different wallpapers. This is the lock screen which we have, and on the lock screen you can actually have the indication of the date and time, and you can also have the time indication with the quick glance feature, which is by default enabled on this phone. So the overall application which you get pre-installed on this device, the UI is very simple, very easy to use. It is a one-touch UI, so you can actually use the entire phone on this device, the entire UI on this device with one of your hand, with one of your thumb. You can actually do everything on this phone, including typing as well. And again, the touch capacitor button, which is now introduced as compared to the physical home button, is actually far more easier to use as compared to the Nokia Asha 501 if you have used that. Let's take a look over the phone dialer as of now. Now the phone dialer is very simple, and it allows you to actually dial the number as per the SIM card from which you would like to dial that number, and you have the call log access feature over here with which you can access the call logs. You do have messaging application over here on this device. Messaging application is very simple in terms of the UI, and if you write a message, this is how the QWERTY keyboard will look like, and it does give you the suggestion whenever you type, so you can actually tap on that particular word whenever it is suggesting you that particular word. Again, the keyboard keys are very small in size, so especially with thick fingers you might face some problem while typing, but within some time you will get used to it. And the overall keyboard keys are pretty sensitive to the finger touch, so there is no problem as far as touchscreen is concerned. You can access the keyboard pretty easily, and you can also have this keyboard in other languages as well, including some Hindi Indian languages like Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam, and other languages as well. You can have the keyboard in that particular languages as well. You can access the keyboard setting from here. You can turn off the prediction and spell check, and then you can also control over the different writing keyboards. You can actually adjust that, and you also have the option of adding smileys and attachment as well in these messages. So in all this UI, the messaging application UI is kind of simple. And when it comes to the alarm UI is also very simple. You can actually adjust the alarm with the help of this to set the hour, and this is for the time, for the minutes basically. And you do have the option of repeating the alarm name, snooze test. So when it comes to the applications are designed in such a way that it gives you all the options which you are looking for, just like any other smartphone out there. And again, this is not a full featured smartphone, but the kind of applications you have, the kind of UI you have, the number of options you have in these applications actually gives you a feel of a small smartphone in your hand. So you have like all the options which you see on other smartphones. Again, not all the options, but most of the regular important options you will see. Now, one thing which was missing on the Nokia Asha series earlier was the WhatsApp application. Now we have WhatsApp application pre-installed on these devices, including the Nokia Asha 500, 502 and 503. And you also have Line and WeChat application pre-installed. So in terms of messaging, this device is now complete. The Nokia Asha series is now complete. WhatsApp is supported. You do have Facebook and Twitter application as well, just like any other smartphone out there. When it comes to the calendar application, this is how the calendar application look like. You have a proper calendar view in terms of the month. You can also have a list view. You can also get to add different events which you would like to add, and again you can sync that calendar with other services as well, and that is also supported. So in terms of the overall options and the features it provides, it actually allows you to do a lot of things within the calendar application. You do have mailing application, you have a browser as well. So this is how the browser look like. The browser is again kind of compressed browser, which actually allows you to load the website by saving your data as well. So now here we have the browser, and again the browser gives you the shortcuts to the favorite application, favorite website which you would like to visit, including Facebook, Winter Olympics, YouTube as well. And again you can watch YouTube videos within this browser as well without any issues. Again, you won't be able to play those videos in the high definition quality because of the low resolution and small screen of this device, but you have a pretty good experience when it comes to playing YouTube videos on this website, on this particular browser basically. And when we load our website onto this browser, let me just show you how does it load the web page and how fast it loads the web page. So we go and try to load the gadgetsjuice.com, which is our website, and let's see how much time does it take. It is right now connected to our Wi-Fi network, and let's see how much time does it take to actually load the website. So it has loaded the website pretty quickly, I would say, and it has loaded the mobile version of our website, which is again pretty nicely adjusted. And when it comes to the text, you don't have to do panning on this particular browser because it has actually compressed the web page in such a way, it has formatted it in such a way that all the content can be read. And the font size is also not too big, but again pretty okay to read. You can easily read the text on this browser. You do not have pinch to zoom or double tap to zoom within this mobile application. Basically the mobile compressed way of loading this website basically does not allow you to pinch to zoom, but for website which does not have mobile mode, you can always do pinch to zoom, and you can also do double tap to zoom as well. As far as kinetic scrolling is concerned, there is no issue with this device as far as kinetic scrolling is concerned. So let me just play a YouTube video as of now within this browser so that you can get an idea how does the overall video and audio quality of this device sound like when you try to play a YouTube video. Whenever you play a YouTube video, it actually allows you to download that video as well, or you can play it. So this is a very useful option, that within the browser itself you have the option of downloading a video instead of playing it. In case you have any internet connectivity problem, you can always download it. If you have slow internet, it is better to download the video. And again, the video is not getting played in full screen because of the resolution. You can see the black bars above and top, and then above and bottom basically, not on the top. And when it comes to the overall sound, we can increase the sound to full. So the overall sound which comes out from the loudspeaker is pretty okay, not too loud. Again, whatever that is expected from this device in terms of the loudness of the sound, it is pretty good. That is something I can say. In terms of the viewing angles or the video quality, the video quality is again kind of average on this device while playing this high definition YouTube video. Again, I can see the things, I can actually read it, but again the quality is not that good, and you can't expect much as far as YouTube video playback on this small screen is concerned. When it comes to viewing angles, because it has, so as we know that it has a TFT display, so the viewing angles are not going to be great. You can easily see the fading of colors happening, but again you can't expect much from this device as far as display is concerned and video watching is concerned. So again, in terms of the overall performance, it is quite average and quite okay in terms of the overall experience when it comes to watching a video. Taking a look over the other applications, you have calculator application over here, which is a simple calculator, and again you can rotate it and you can always use it simply without any issues. This is a very simple calculator which you can always use. When it comes to notes application, you do have notes application so that you can take notes in the form of small to-do things which you would like to do on a day, and then once you have actually done it, you have different other options like prediction and spell check as well over here, which you can actually optimize, and once you are done you can actually save that note and it will get saved. So this is again a very good application which we see on smartphones, and you have this application pre-installed on this one. When it comes to the memory card, out of 4 GB of memory card you will get around 3.6 GB available, whereas on the phone memory you have around 66 MB of phone memory which is available, out of which around 40 MB is being used as of now, and rest of it is available. So when it comes to storage, you can always use the memory SD card to store the pictures and videos which you will record from this device. You also have a voice recorder on this device. You have FM radio as well on this device, which will work right away without any issues. You do have counter application which will again allow you to actually count the data, how much of data actually you have consumed on this phone when you are using it on 2G. And again, this phone will support 2G networks only, not 3G. 3G networks are not going to be supported, so you cannot have 3G signal on this device. And this is how the overall video player look like. We have actually loaded a video on this device, which is a preloaded video, and it looks pretty good in terms of the overall video playback. Especially it is kind of optimized for this particular display size, so it is looking good. Apart from which, if you don't have any video which is not optimized for this display size, then it might not play, and sometimes if it plays, then you will not see that good quality in terms of the overall quality which you have just seen. You do have the option of sharing a video. You can share it on Facebook, upload it on Facebook as well, and in case you are watching a video and you close it with the swipe UI, like this, for example, if you are watching a video and you close it in some way with the swipe UI like this, so this is how you can actually access all the controls. But again, you can always access the phone UI as well by sliding it like this, and once you have actually paused this video, whenever you go back to the video will start playing from that particular point again. So this is a very good option. And one thing I would like to tell you over here is that wherever you are, you can also bring down the notification center. The notification center is very simple on this device. You have the toggle for the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, data and music. You can mute the phone from here. You have the signal indication for the Wi-Fi. You have SIM card 1 and SIM card 2 toggle over here. And again, the overall UI is very simple to use on this device. You can always go back or come out from any application without pressing this back button. You can actually come out with the swipe. So that is also possible, which is the same thing which you might have seen on the Nokia Asha 501. So in terms of the overall UI, it is pretty good. You have large number of pre-installed games as well which comes, and you also have the option of downloading more games as well. You have Pac-Man pre-installed, you have Sims, the GT Racing is also there, FIFA 13 is also there. And again, the overall gaming experience on this device is not going to be that great, but you do have the option of playing these games in a small kind of experience. You have a very simple UI on these devices when it comes to these games are concerned. You also have an Instagraph application, which is actually a replacement for the Instagram application. So you can actually use Instagram as well on this device. With the help of this application, you can actually create an account with the Instagram application which is coming pre-installed on this device, and you can use Instagram on this device as well. So in terms of the application which the Asha platform actually needed, this phone has actually got almost all the application which were required earlier. So it has provided a lot more options when it comes to the functionality of the phone. You do have a flight mode, you have dual SIM support on this device, you can control over the sound settings, you have different wallpapers, and wallpaper for the lock screen, wallpaper for the home screen can also be changed, and they can be different. You can control over the brightness, you have glance screen, you have a double tap to wake up. So again, this option will be disabled, and this option takes good amount of battery as well, so I would recommend not to enable this option. So you do have the option of feedback to Nokia, so you can actually send the feedback to the Nokia, and you can reset the phone under settings. You do have other settings related to the browser, calendar, contact, so you can actually do a lot more things on this device. As far as the application is concerned, as far as the overall UI is concerned, you can do a large number of things as far as the functionality is concerned on this basic phone. In terms of the overall day-to-day backup, it will give you around more than 1 day of battery backup. The battery is a little bit small, that is 1010 mAh, but again the overall backup which you will get from this device is going to be more than 1 day with moderate usage. If you actually watch some videos and do a lot of browsing on this device, then in that case it will give you little less than 1 day, but again the overall battery backup for this device is very good. The overall quality of sound which you get from the earpiece is also very good. The quality of sound from the headphones is also good, and again there is no problem as far as voice clarity is concerned when it comes to voice calls. Either you are receiving call from the SIM 1 or on the SIM 2, so it will not depend on the handset. The handset is actually very good in the signal reception area. There is no problem, and it does not have any blockage point which could actually block the signal. So in all, we would like to give a thumbs up to the Nokia Asha 502. We really like this device in terms of the overall build quality, the kind of value for money this device actually offers. This device offers you the functionality of a full featured smartphone, but again not all the features and functionality will be supported. The experience is kind of limited because of this small display size. I hope the Nokia Asha series comes up with phone which are little bit big in terms of the overall display size. Then in that case it will give you a much better competition to the Android phone. But as of now, if we talk about this phone, this is a very simple phone to use. In case you don't want a fancy Android phone which actually does not give you even 1 day of battery backup, you can always buy this phone, which is a much handy phone, much easier phone. If you are not actually very much of a camera bug, then you can always live up with the 5 megapixel camera on this device. The overall video clarity and the photo clarity is going to be decent on this phone. So we would like to give a thumbs up to the Nokia Asha 502. Do let us know if you have any specific questions for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.